You're listening to NPC Matchmaker, a Dog Days of Podcasting project, presented by Resonant Moon Audio. For more information about the Dog Days of Podcasting, or to find the master feed, go to dogdaysofpodcasting.com. For more information about Resonant Moon, go to resonantmoon.com. And now, on with the show. Oh, it has been a couple of days. Hello, everyone. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. That is a stack of submissions. Alrighty. Well, and everybody else is gone. They must be doing their own thing. Okay, well, let's review this top one here. Okay. This one is from Chris Charles. Oh, I know Chris. Good guy. All right, let's take a look here. So he is submitting a reference for Myco. All right, let me see here. I think I've got Myco in the system already, but there's some more details in here. Ah, okay. So, yes, this is the right... The visual description is different. Why is that? Oh, did not know that. All right, let me go ahead and update Myco's profile. Okay, so Myco is part of a cyberpunk setting. Chaotic, good, fantastic, but is a shapeshifter. And that is, what's it called? A skin-projector implant. Interesting. Now, let's see here. So, in the system, we've got that they are highly empathetic, non-binary, but the empathy can go either way. It can either be very, very kind or very mean. So that's interesting. All right, so Chris has this other implant in here. Surface thought implant. Oh. So they must use that, and that's how they channel their empathy. What's this doctor's note addendum? They're a sociopath? Oh my goodness. Well, okay, but they are reliant on non-lethal weapons. They don't want to be a danger. Well, at least they're self-aware. Okay, well, we will put that in the notes. All right, I have a few things to check in on, but let's go ahead and hit that fourth wall bell. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging in there. I really appreciate it. Okay, a couple of things. Where have I been? I said I was just going away for the weekend, and now it's Tuesday night. So I went to a Pride event. It was at a theme park, so it was very similar to what Nutty mentioned doing in the Night Waves episode. And it took me a couple of days to recover, both physically because it was over 18,000 steps, and while I did bring my cane with me, some of that was very difficult. And then also just emotionally, because that was a lot of people. And I don't know why it takes me so long to recover after peopling, but it does. I'm sure some of you can relate. And I also wasn't kidding when I said I had a bunch of submissions. Y'all are being amazing. I've got, I think, 4 submissions that I still have to go through, and I really appreciate it because it takes some of the mental burden off of me while I'm trying to create all of these episodes. So thanks for your submissions, and keep them coming, so that I can put out more good work, because I get very inspired by what you all submit. If you're looking at an older episode and you notice that the form link is not working, you can go to one of the more recent episodes. Basically, I had to refresh the link because the link expired. So make sure you do that. I think that's all the notes I have for right now. But excuse me for yawning. It is almost 10:30, at night. But thanks again. I'm tripping over my words, so I should just send it on over to the outro. Talk to you later, everybody. Thanks for listening to NPC Matchmaker, a podcast project for the Dog Days of Podcasting. This episode was written, recorded, and produced by Nix Spencer of Resonant Moon Audio. Check out the links in the show notes for character cards, the Dog Days of Podcasting mega feed, and the form to submit your own NPC to be matched. See you next time, gamers.